Good morning. Next news. The internet can't stop watching the Secretary of the Interior die inside during this Fox News interview. BuzzFeed. Just another episode of political theater. 00. This administration bleep me. 00. Below are your comments. Estimates for rebuilding and reopening Alcatraz as a modern prison range from $235 million to $370 million. Alien up front, with annual operating costs projected at $60 million to $75 million. About 3 times that of a comparable mainland facility. Challenges include structural decay, the need for earthquake retrofitting, and the continued logistical burden of supplying the island. Yep. Republicans are all about cutting waste, fraud, and abuse. Biggest waste of money right here. Trump wants to hire Sean Connery, who many years ago was imprisoned there, to rebuild it because he remembers how everything worked. Trump saw a documentary about that. Problem is, Trump is not going after the criminals, he is going after easy targets in order to get his deportation numbers up. Too dangerous and difficult to actually confront scary bad guys. Sending them there was a waste of taxpayer money, and doing any work towards using Alcatraz as a pre-on would be an even bigger waste of taxpayer money. Stump hasn't built anything except a few miles of border fences that started rushing 2 years after installation. Remember Stump's infrastructure bill? We're still waiting out those 2 weeks. The federal government operates 6 supermax prisons. We don't need more prisons. We need mental health access, improving education, and good-paying jobs, not prisons. Finally. Really. Say the Epstein files. Money is not a problem for the repubs. They just take it from Medicare or SS. President Trump was the master builder in our country of construction, Bondi explained. 00. He's been talking to construction companies who think they can come in here and fix this and fix it up in the way it should be in its original capacity to save Alcatraz. Nonsense. Obviously Trump and the Republicans want to add another billion or so to the deficit. I guess they think it doesn't matter since they've added trillions. Don't read too much into this. Trump's running scared and throwing everything at the wall, hoping something sticks to get people to stop talking about Epstein. Just another distraction to keep the heat off of the Epstein debacle. Taco actually believes that people are buying this. Really? No sewer system on the island. No potable water on the island either. All of that has to be either hauled in by boat or lay underwater pipelines. Both are expensive. The Oval Office looks like some cheap gift shop where everything is $2.99 and gold-plated. When you make poor financial decisions, you could end up going bankrupt. After you go bankrupt a few times, one can make the leap that maybe business isn't your forte. Getting investment ideas from a bankrupt person seems like a bad idea. Trump is going to bankrupt the nation with his spending ideas. Trump is a master of something, but it's not construction. Alcatraz closed because it was falling apart and was too expensive to operate. It was designed to hold a little over 300 prisoners, so it wasn't a large prison. Everything, employees, food, water, trash, etc., had to either be boated onto or off of the island. The years since it has been closed has only made its condition worse. The cost to resurrect Alcatraz would be better spent building a new, larger, more efficient prison. Where else? When we were a more serious nation, in times past, we did not hesitate to lock up the most dangerous criminals and keep them far away from anyone they could harm. Times have changed. Now we elect them president. Most of the criminals locked up in Alcatraz only had a few felony convictions. Trump has 34 and counting. All the hype about sending illegal immigrants due to be deported to either Alligator Alcatraz or the real Alcatraz are definitely for political theater and come at a completely unaffordable cost. Why has DOJ not reviewed these ridiculous operations? Why aren't we sending these people to Guantanamo Bay as was originally advertised? Only in MAGA land is this totally losing idea seen as a win. If we're going to spend money on a new prison, I suggest putting one on the moon. It'll be a great place to sentence the members of this administration once we get our country back. I was wondering, the contractors that are awarded to work on Alcatraz, would they get paid or would Trump force them to sue for their payments? Do not know the cost of this trip, but it was all wasted money. Hopefully Trump and his cabinet are the first to be incarcerated there. Start a GoFundMe to start fixing it up to put Trump in it. No problem getting the money. Zero water supply. Trump supporters are beyond gullible. The U.S. remains unwilling to look at what actually works to reduce recidivism and thus overall crime. It ain't what Trump and the prison industry are selling. On a tangential note, what is the actual purpose of DOJ if it isn't to shut down asinine proposals for government spending such as this? Alcatraz was originally closed because the government deemed it a waste of money that could be spent better elsewhere. If this isn't the kind of thing that DOJ is supposed to squash, then why has the DT regime given access to sensitive government databases to unvetted individuals within this fake agency? We already house more prisoners per capita than anywhere else. Can we focus on housing and healthcare, please? Bondi asserts Trump is a master builder, but American infrastructure is ranked 13th and there's no AP petite in GOP Congress to rebuild it. So they give $5 trillion to the wealthy in tax cuts that will be invested abroad where nations have to be fiscally responsible. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.